I tried. I can't lie. You never had me alone. You never brought me a phone. I never. It is season 12, episode 135. The Oscars are done. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. I am brewing my own homemade stout. It's been brewing for over 94 hours in my basement. The spider webs add the nice little nuttiness to the creamy head of the stout. Happy day to you. I have a leprechaun costume I'm going to be wearing and jumping around all over a bunch of gold, but it's really pennies, but the kids don't know. So I jump over pennies and I do a little dance. I hope you enjoyed the Fill in the Blanc podcast. And here, just to show you how much I love you, I'm going to torture you with NSYNC music. Like and subscribe. Top of the morning to you. I love Justin so much.
Justin Timberlake's show in LA. It was the first time the 5 members of the wildly popular boy band performed on stage together.
Who do you think is using more who? Is he using them or are they using him? Because I think he's using them, and they better be getting their fair share of money because they are helping his career get to the next level. Without them, he's about to fucking be making fucking less than $5 million a year for every year. Like, he's got residuals probably, and he's still gonna get shit downloaded. But this whole thing about making $20-30 million a year with concerts and new records, he's old. People that like him are old and have kids and mortgages and college tuitions. People that are young think he's an old person, or they fucking think he's a fucking molesting, rapist, misogynist, fucking
Justin Timberlake,
fucking person. And those are the people that don't like Britney Spears. The people that like Britney Spears is worse. And now these guys, here he goes, fucking shutting them out, saying fuck you, and then all of a sudden, oh man, hey guys, my career. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Justin. My career's not doing that well, man. I miss you guys. Why don't you come and do some songs with me and help me make some money? And then once I don't need you anymore, I'll kick you to the curb. I will kick you to the curb and make sure all your lives are disturbed. All I want is money and no Britney babies. If Britney Spears has my baby, then my kid will be stupid crazy. That's what the fuck he does. Stares like a little fucking pussy. Staring at the fucking camera like a little lost fucking baby deer.
Justin Timberlake's show in LA. It was the first time the 5 members of the wildly popular boy band performed on stage together in more than a decade. And the entrance of JC, Joey, Chris, and Lance alongside Justin was a joyous shock to the crowd. They unleashed a medley of their greatest hits.
Oh, look at Justin with his hands up.
Including Bye Bye Bye, Gone, and even their new song, Paradise. Lance Bass later posted a performance on Instagram. That's Nightline for this evening. Catch our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.
And go fuck yourself. Look, you notice how he went to JC? He goes to JC and puts his arm around him because it's back to the old Mickey Mouse Club days when they used to sing together, a Mickey Mouse Club. And this band would be nothing without us two, right? Because that's his bro, right? From Orlando when they used to gangbang Kerry Russell in the wig, the hair and makeup closet. Allegedly, and I disagree with that. Yes.
That's Nightline.
He's such an ass kisser.
Catch our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America.
Fuck you.
Good night. America. Good night.
I don't know where the fuck.
Think of the most fun you ever had.
for another chance at stardom.
This is a really weird plot twist.
American Idol, new Sunday on ABC.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today from the Masked Singer, McCarthy-Wahlberg. Plus, Saturday Night Live regular and host of Is the Cake, Mikey. Also exclusively for our amazing viewers, Clever Solution Bargain. All this on Live. Now, here are Kelly Ripa and Marcus Silas. Hi. It is Thursday, March 14th, 2024. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hey! We have a good looking audience today.
We sure do. You know what? I got to tell you, it's on today's show, that my feet finally have turned on me. They have decided
Enough.
they are no longer playing with me. And I believe that maybe I'm going to lose a pinky toe.
Don't you usually fold your feet in like that anyway to stick them in your shoe?
What are you talking about?
That's why I wear these shoes that she does not like. They're tennis shoes, and they're no rise, just kind of a flat but a wide toe box. They're like flat. They're like just like wearing bare feet. Those bare feet shoes, and they got little massagers inside. These little things that just go like this. And they say, "I love you, Mark." And my feet never say that. My feet are never like that. My feet are never
Did he
saying.
say nice? Remember, if he says the word nice, you have to drink a shot.
There's inside these little things that just go like this, and they say, "I love you, Mark."
Then you got the receipt, the nice receipt, and they go with a nice receipt, and then they put in a bag with a nice receipt.
No rise, just kind of a flat but a wide toe box. They're like flat. They're like just like wearing bare feet. Those bare feet shoes, and they got little massagers inside. These little things that just go like this. And they say, "I love you, Mark." And my feet never say that. My feet are never saying enough. They just say, "Thank you, Mark. Thank you for taking care of me."
But the overall look of the shoe that he chooses to wear is that of a person who has completely given up.
That's the news. You know what?
It's not a style.
No,
It's styleless.
I didn't bring them today, but I'll bring them for tomorrow. I'll bring them tomorrow. You can see these shoes.
Bring them in, and we can all be revolted.
No, they're not. They're good. They're really, your feet, your toes can spread out. And I found them on Instagram.
Of course you did.
No, but they're a big designer for another shoe company said, have your feet.
This is all fake. This is not impromptu. This is something they planned. That you start talking about how Kelly says, I'll start talking about how, because it probably stemmed from she does hate her shoes. But she's going to say on air, they planned that. I'll come in, I'll bitch about my shoes and my toes and my feet. And then you could come in and say, oh, well, I have nice feet and I buy these shoes. And I'll be like, oh, well, that's because you this and this with your shoes. Well, why don't you bring them in? He goes, fine, I will. And they make it seem like we just got into a husband and wife argument. And you were witness to this behind. You're a fly on the wall. You got to see how we really fight and this is how we acted really at home. And it's not. And now you're going to tune in because you want to see him bring his shoes. And you think this is some real life, authentic husband and wife disagreement, petty fighting going on. And it's all an act.
Spread out. And I found them on Instagram.
And if you can't see through it, it doesn't make them good actors. It just makes you terrible judges of talent. Which is why you guys sit behind a desk and eat snacks all day. And you wonder why after 11 years on Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig, you're still squeezing into a size 14 because that's the skinny size that you've been told. Look at that mouse. She's ready to just go down on an eggplant, isn't she? Typical Jersey girl, always looking for a big fat eggplant parmesan stuck in her mouth so she could bob up and down like a fishing rod.
Of course you did.
No, but they, a big designer for another shoe company said, have your feet had enough? Have they had enough? And I said, yes, my feet have had enough. And now my feet can't get enough. My toes are just very, very happy.
Yeah, in our bargain segment, we have a lot of foot solutions, including
solutions.
Like special insoles and things to do.
I need a foot
today's
solution.
show. Yeah, on today's show, we're going to solve your problem.
Yes,
Okay.
I need my problem solved, but what I really need is a weekend of like no shoes on and my feet up, just up. That's what they need to like.
This weekend.
They need to recover from the abuse.
Yeah.
That I have put them
we've
through.
been flying a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You swell, you drink, you swell.
Does anybody else swell on an airplane?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That makes. Okay, thank you. All right, then I feel better about myself.
Hey, best U.S. cities for work-life balance.
Oh, definitely New York City.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Why? Because people are rich. Work-life balance, top. They don't say top 5, not top 10. Watch your fucking Tampa baby up there or something. How about Nashville? Like, again, what's the city? Are we taking top 10, like, big metropolitan cities? Are they going to throw, like, Montgomery, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi? Or are they actually going to go, like, Lafayette, Louisiana? Or is it only going to be New Orleans? San Antonio, Austin? Are they going to say, like, Corpus Christi, Texas? Are they going to start busting out, like, fucking Reno, Nevada? Or like Scottsdale, Arizona. Like, what's the cap on the population of these cities? What's the qualifier? San Diego, Seattle, fucking places like fucking Lincoln, Nebraska, Oklahoma City, maybe Kansas City, Cincinnati.
Life balance.
Oh, definitely New York City.
Charlotte.
You'd be surprised.
Providence, Rhode
Island.
Island.
Now revealing that where you live always plays a pivotal role in balancing your job and your personal life. With the Midwest emerging as a place to be. I grew up in the Midwest. I think that's.
You were a kid for like 6 years in the Midwest.
Work-life balance.
For like the Midwest, you were like a kid. You spent like what the first like 7 years. You spent probably spent like 7 years tops of your childhood where you can actually formulate memories in the Midwest. And it was in downstate Illinois by all farms and like just farms and factories and railroads and like the middle of nowhere. So
balancing your job and your personal life. With the Midwest emerging as a place to be. I grew up in the Midwest. I think that's a strong call.
You had a good work-life balance there?
I just played all the time. The evaluation looked over 100 cities, factors such as work hours, access to leisure and healthcare facilities, green spaces, air quality, income levels, financial strain, remote work adoption rates, and commute times. So the leaders promoting this work-life balance, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Steve Patterson in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Has a great work-life balance.
St. Paul, Minnesota. Isn't that the Twin City?
Yeah.
It's right across the whatever that is.
Yes.
It's the same city. Followed closely behind.
Whatever that
I guess it's a river. I just don't know.
Yeah. Across the river.
Nebraska also
When
has.
you say across the river, you mean like the 10,000 lakes? Is it a river or a lake? The land of 10,000 lakes. You think it's across a river or a lake, you fucking moron? Jesus, what an embarrassment the man.
Isn't that the Twin City?
Yeah.
It's right across the whatever that is. Yeah, it's the same city. Followed closely behind.
Whatever that
I guess it's a river. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Nebraska also has 2 cities, Lincoln and Omaha.
Wow.
Yeah. Ranked 3rd and 9th. Filling the top 10 were Madison, Wisconsin.
When I say Lincoln,
heard that's a
I was going to say
really nice
Milwaukee.
place. Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh's beautiful.
I said Charlotte. All right. I said
Not the Midwest, but
Lincoln,
Columbus,
Charlotte,
Ohio.
Milwaukee. I said Cincinnati.
Now, okay.
All right. What's up, motherfuckers?
New York
Fill in the blank.
ranks 90th.
No shit.
90th. And I think it's affordability. It costs a lot to live in the city. Although.
Also, people here tend to work a lot, and
life balance.
Right, to pay for your apartment.
Right.
Although I will have to say that if you have a nice, beautiful day in New York City, like in the 70s or 80s, and you walk through the park during lunch, no one's working.
That is true.
And I'm not saying taking lunch breaks. I'm saying they're like in their bathing suits, laying out on the great lawn, and they're not going to work anytime soon.
And sometimes they're not even wearing bathing suits.
That's true.
A lot of nudity in Central, unexpected nudity. And you know me, I'm like a child, right? I'm like a 12-year-old. I find unexpected nudity hilarious. And sometimes I'll whip out my cell phone camera. I don't care. I'm like, send it. We have like a staff group text. I'm like, all nude in Central Park.
Yeah.
But you said they're not working in Central Park. How do you know they're not working? For all you know, you say, oh, there's no one working in Central Park. How do you know they're not sitting there flying a kite, but they're recording it for their TikTok because there's some like kite analysis, or they're a kite reviewer and they're reviewing kites, or they're reviewing toys, or they're reviewing a Frisbee, or for their dog. They're tossing a Frisbee with their dog and they're reviewing it for their YouTube channel, or someone on their bikini might fucking have their camera on. You just don't see it because it's fucking so small. It's the size of your dick, and it's sitting there on a tripod that you don't see it. And they're working. They're on fucking Twitch in a bikini laying there having like 8,000 perverts gawking them and making money off of that. So believe it or not, laying in a bikini in Central Park, if you're recording yourself and enough people are watching, that's work because you're making money off of just perverts looking at you while you sit there and you're just like massaging oil on the same spot of your stomach for the last like 15 minutes. So trust me, there could be people working in Central Park while they're doing nothing. Just record yourself. Everyone is Matthew McConaughey in the movie Ed TV. Go watch it.
Yeah.
Get to it right now. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Exciting.
Very exciting. So listen to this. This is it. Nudity, hilarious. And sometimes I'll whip out my cell phone camera. I don't care. I'm like, send it. We have like a staff group text. I'm like, all nude in Central Park.
Yeah.
Get to it right now. Yeah,
it's exciting.
Very exciting. So listen to this. This is an interesting study that no woman here will find surprising. Over half of women say that the shower is the only place they get me time.
You need time to masturbate.
A whopping 52%. Now, if you are me and you're showering, you will know that you don't even get me time there. Because Mark only wants to have in-depth discussions about estate planning, our funerals.
I do. I've made a
whether I want to be
mistake.
cremated or buried.
And I got to tell you, usually
during a shower. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
you're
can
really
you
good.
close the door? Can I have 3 minutes alone?
this happens so many times.
So many times,
So many
right?
times.
He
I
comes
follow
home
her
and
in. I follow her in, and she's going into the shower.
That's all it takes, 3 minutes to reach orgasm? Can I just get 3 minutes? If I think about Michael J. Fox, it'll take 2. Listen, you know why he does that? Because he likes looking at your naked body. You should be very, very thankful and flattered that after all these years with your little teenage boy body, that he likes to look at your wrinkly stomach and your training bra breasts, and so much that he has to follow you into the shower. You know why? Because he thinks when you're already naked and then you're like clean down there, he's probably looking for sex. He thinks if he talks to you, that just his presence there, he's talking so much and annoying you, thinking that you'll eventually just offer him sex to shut him up. And that's what he wants. He's always there thinking that maybe it'll be so convenient for you. I'm already naked. I'm wet. I'm clean. It'll shut him up. I mean, these are all the pros. This is a win situation. Look at all the things for you. And all he wants is like 45 seconds of pleasure. Of course, he'll have to think of the guy who plays Doc Brown in Back to the Future, or Chris Elliott, the comedian that was in the movie Something About Mary, is the guy with the pimples.
Can you close the door?
But you both
Can I
win.
have 3 minutes alone?
And let's see if she mentioned about how hot she likes her showers. Let's see if she says you have to chug a beer. She says that she likes taking showers so hot that you could cook a chicken in it. because that's all she does is repeat her lame ass joke.
This happens so many times.
So many times.
I follow her in, and she's going into the shower, and she closes the door, and I want to keep talking, and I'm talking to her. I'm like, well, we can be efficient here. You can shower, and I can talk to you and tell you what's going on in my mind, because that's also very important. I apologize. I apologize. Once I hear that door close, we're done talking. It can wait. It can wait. But I will reserve the right that if I come a knocking,
yeah,
that it's important.
You better get on your knees.
But it's never.
In case there's an emergency, like there's a fire in the house, or if I do this, ready?
Oh, secret.
That means it's hitting the fan. I need to talk to you.
Have I ever showered long enough for there to be an emergency that would occur? I shower because I've become a creature of efficiency. I host a long-running morning show. I raised 3 children. I know about getting ready in a quick and efficient manner. I'm not somebody that luxuriates, but I would like to wash my bits and pieces in privacy without an audience and without the heat escaping. Because that's all I'm asking for.
I'm going to give you your me time. I'm going to give you your you time. Listen, a few minutes of basic exercise can unleash creativity and help you focus. And you don't have to...
Yeah, let's clap for that. Let's clap for that. You know what I would think? First of all, he goes, if I go like this, and then Gelman goes, oh, a secret knock. Well, guess what? If you just fucking did it in front of 25,000 people on your show watching, it's not really a secret now, is it? Now someone could break into your house, your apartment, your condo, and fucking knock like that, and Kelly's gonna be like, sure, come on in, and boom, you just got French Kardashian. And I would think that he said, if I knock like this, he goes, that means it really hit the fan. Well, I would think that if it's an emergency and shit has really hit the fan and it's that type of emergency, why would you fucking waste time knocking? Just fucking barge in. Don't fucking knock and say, what's going on? It's an emergency. Did you hear the knock? If it's an emergency, just tell me. There's a big emergency. The house is on fire. Oh, shit, your mom's in the shower. Hold on. Is that you? And then she gets out of the shower. What? The house is on fire. Why the fuck are you spending 30 seconds knocking? I thought you'd hear it. Well, I'm thinking of Michael J. Fox in the movie The Secret to My Success, where he's in the elevator changing and he's in his little boxer shorts or his little underwear changing clothes. I was thinking of that scene, so I've tuned you out. The house is on fire. Just fucking knock the door open and say, yo, house is on fire. You don't have to do a secret knock to tell your wife shit hits the fan. Shit hits the fan. No knocking required. This is your rational thinking? You married this fucking idiot? Your kids are half this person? And you're bragging about raising your kids because they ended up just like him?
Mentally blocked? Take a walk. You'll feel better. You know who does that? Our son, Michael.
Yes, always.
If he's writing something or he's a creative kid, really young man. He's not a kid anymore. Really creative. He said, I'm going to take a walk. I need to figure something out.
Yeah, he does utilize that.
He'll walk and he'll get through a certain part of something he's writing or needs to, work on.
I've noticed that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what New York is great about too.
Yeah, New York is a
you
good
can take a walk
city.
and you can think about it. Los Angeles, if you take a walk, they'll stop and ask if you need help.
Heard you say that joke before?
Sir, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just walking.
Anyway, forget this. It's the season now. We're heading into the season where people are starting to get sick again. I don't know if you noticed this. Everybody's coming down with something. Lots of sore throats. Lots of sore throats on this here staff. So if you see a staff member you recognize, don't reach out and touch them. Anyway, they're saying forget tea and honey. It's not tea and honey. Pickle juice. Pickle juice is the thing that you should be gargling with, drinking. The saltwater pickle brine consists of 3.5% salt. So it's a very good ratio. Dill pickles work to help soothe the throat because the salt in the pickling solution. Sweet pickles, such as bread and butter pickles, aren't they delicious?
Nope,
I love them.
not a fan.
Oh, what do you mean? They're on the
Just
burger
weird.
that you love.
I know, but it has to be hidden amongst a bunch of stuff.
Well, they don't have enough salt to provide any remedy.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can't you just make a little bit of like warm water and some salt and do that?
Yes, you can, but this generation of young people don't want to have to go through that, so they just chug right out of the pickle jar.
Gargle with pickle juice.
Probiotics, pickle juice.
Yeah.
You think it's better than just salt and water? Yeah, I think so. The herbs too, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Plus, like, there's enough garlic in it that
That'll
people
kill things.
will stay away from you and probably not get
Get you
you
sick.
So
Got it.
there's that.
All right.
We've got a huge show today. Jenny McCarthy-Wahlberg is here.
I saw her backstage. She's lovely. She's lovely.
Oh. And not just a friend of the show. I've upgraded him.
It's like a family member.
He's a family member of
Family
the show.
member.
Yeah. Mikey Day. That's right. Mikey Day helps us once again determine, is it cake?
Is it cake?
Is it cake?
Monica Mangin is also here with bargains that will offer you for 50% off.
Bargains.
Yeah, bargains.
50% off.
We're gonna and foot remedies.
Foot remedies?
Foot remedies.
Yep.
Okay, very, very good. It's the reason you all showed up today. It's time to play.
Let's say hello to Kathleen Lenneman from Coopersburg, Pennsylvania, who watches the show on WPVI. Good morning, Kathleen. How are you?
Hi, happy National Pie Day.
Oh,
That's right. It's National Pie Day.
National Pie Day. Oh, happy National Pie Day to you, Kathleen. All right, you know how this game works. You've given us two statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds
blueberries.
to decide which is the truth.
Well, I love
if you
me some
stump
apple pie.
me, you win
I
this.
love eating pie.
All right, Kathleen, here are your two statements. I met my husband on a blind date, or I wrapped my sister as a gift for my friend's birthday. Okay, tell me about why would you wrap your sister for your friend's birthday? Does your friend really like your?
Because you're just friends and you were fucking. She didn't say the age, so they might have been younger, and it was just stupid kid humor. I met my husband on a blind date. She's hoping they go for that. That's a good one, but I gotta say, I'm saying with no clues, no questions, and no advantage. This guy not only is asking questions, but he's Google. Well, there's nothing to really Google on this one, but I'm gonna say the truth is that you wrapped your sister as a gift for your friend's birthday. Why? I don't know, but people are stupid, kids are stupid, girls are stupid, and you might have been all three. At least one out of three for sure. Probably two. But what was I? Was I fucking 22 for 35? I think I'm like 24 for my last 38 or something.
Sister?
So let's see if I'm right. Come on now, you son of a bitch.
For your friend's birthday, does your friend really like your sister?
Well, it was one of my older brother's friends, and it was his like 24th birthday. So I talked my younger sister into getting into, back in the day, they had Pampers in a big box. So I talked her into, and I wrapped it up outside the bar and had him come out.
Okay, and so did he like that your sister was inside?
Oh, yes, and I told him no returns.
What'd she say?
No return.
No returns. Okay, and does he still have your sister?
Oh,
She
no,
died.
no.
Okay.
They didn't even date.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
they
tell me
fucked.
about your blind date.
They just
And,
fucked
and,
one
your
night.
husband, how many years ago was that?
Oh, we're going to be married 45 years next year.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Amazing.
Amazing.
And
So
What year was that?
Go ahead.
I met him through my older brother also again. He was dating a girl, and she said, oh, I'd like you to fix you up with my cousin. So I was a little reluctant, and I finally agreed. So we met, and we went on a double date, and we went to the movie Jaws.
Jaws. Okay.
Okay, so let's see. So your cousin-in-law is also your. So basically, like your cousin-in-law is also your. So like your cousin-in-law is also your sister-in-law. Oh no. My brother didn't marry that girl, but it was his girlfriend at the time. Okay. So if that had gotten married though, like you're basically your husband's wife and brother-in-law would have been his cousin. So you all would have been kind of strangely, but no DNA, like no inbreeding. What was? So your brother's girlfriend would have had, his brother would have been your sister, his sister-in-law's, no, it would have been her sister-in-law's husband and her husband. So it's almost like, in a way, her cousin. So your brother's girlfriend's cousin would have also been her brother-in-law. And you would have been like your cousin in marriage and sister-in-law. Okay. That story seemed very, very true. She almost talked as if she was like reminiscing and telling the story to like her grandkids. There was a tone to her voice that leads to believe that that's true, that she was reliving that story. Like she was just telling a true story in her head. So I don't know about this one.
And we went on a double date and we went to the movie Jaws.
Jaws.
But she also could be telling the story accurately because it is a true story. It's just not about her husband. It's about a blind date with an ex-boyfriend. And that's why it seems so authentic, because she's not making up the story. The story's true. It's just the fact that that's not her husband she's telling the story. She's telling the story about an ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
It's so confusing with all the brothers and cousins. I'm like, you didn't marry your cousin, did you?
45 years ago.
Okay. 45 years ago was okay.
Listen.
Did you hear Gelman? Gelman, who comes from a background of cultural inbreeding, he goes, 45 years ago was okay.
So confusing
Listen
with all the brothers and cousins. I'm like, you didn't marry your cousin, did you?
45 years ago. Okay. Listen. I think
Gelman's trying to give him a hint and help him because he's saying 45 years ago Jaws. So if you know that math, she said they went and saw Jaws and it was 45 years ago. So if you know in your head that 45 years ago Jaws didn't come out, you could bust her. But that doesn't necessarily mean that if Jaws did come out 45 years ago, which would have been 78, that's the truth. It could have she might just know. Like I said, this could be a real story about an ex-boyfriend, not her husband. But I think Jaws came out in 78, sure, maybe 77, but she's old. People forget shit. I think the husband might be true, but I said with no hints. Listen.
I think you got a wild and crazy family. I love it. And I think you wrapped your sister up as a gift and gave it to your friends for his birthday.
He's going with me.
You're right.
Yes! I got it right. And now this is where he drops the bomb. And I'll go double or nothing, say, that husband that story you said about your husband on a blind date was very convincing, though. That almost sounded true. I'm going to assume that wasn't a fake story you made up. That was actually a true story. It just wasn't about your husband. It was about like some other ex-boyfriend that you had, or a guy that you went on a date with, or a real life experience. Is that true?
Well, I'm sorry you didn't win the mug or t-shirt, but you still have a chance to win a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
Oh, pretty dirty dance up.
That's incredible. That's Savin Gorindaraju from Tampa, Florida.
Are you Pakistani or Indian?
That was incredible dancing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Not really.
Deja, spin the wheel.
They're just saying that to be nice to the young kid. Here. Now this is the time of the show where I'm going to mimic the dance, and you guys get to vote or give me a grade on how good I am. All right, this is going to be a hard one. That's what she said. Am I right? Am I right? Oh, I got a like. Thank you for liking this video. Did you subscribe too? Because I'd love to give you some money.
To win a valuable trip, it's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
here.
That's incredible. That's the
Now we'll do the feet. For those of you that think I don't have feet, cleared up that rumor. I think I broke my leg home.
That's incredible. That's Sydney Lauren Daraju from Tampa, Florida.
Oh, Tampa. I grew up in Tampa.
That was incredible dancing.
Thank you.
You're a liar.
Welcome. Deja, spin the wheel and see if we can win Kathleen.
Liars. Stop lying to the kid. Be honest with him.
That was incredible dancing.
Tk you.
You need some more, kid.
Deja, spin the wheel and see
Kelly
if we
wants to
can
put
win
a nickel
Kathleen.
in your pocket for some eggplant parmigiano.
All right, you're playing for a trip for two to the Buccaneer in St. Croix. 7 days and 6 nights in a deluxe oceanfront room. It includes 3 meals daily. What's that, Mark?
All the meals.
Yes. Surprise valued at $9,500. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck, Kathleen.
All right, Kathleen, here we go. Earlier this week, we talked with Andy Grammer. In what city did
In
we
LA,
say Andy
Los Angeles.
started his singing career?
Los Angeles, Santa Monica.
Oh.
Santa Monica. Does that count as LA? Like this comment of Santa Monica count as LA. I think I hurt
Andy Grammer.
my ACL. Did I tear something?
Set it on the show.
I think I strained my groin. I'm out of breath. I gotta stop smoking crack. Santa Monica.
Santa Monica?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's the right answer, but after the bell,
Sorry, Kathleen, but listen.
That's her
There
fault.
is exciting news. You will be entered into our grand prize
Just
drawing
look
for a
up
Caribbean
Wikipedia.
vacation.
Have your computer
valued
ready.
At approximately
Wikipedia ready with the cursor
$14,000.
in
And
the
now
search
you and a
box
lucky member of our
blinking.
studio audience will each receive a
Oh, how about
$500
45?
gift card from Bed, Bath, and Beyond.
Because you've been married 45 years. 45.
People get excited about the triple B. All right, please pick a number between 1
they had
and
to go out of business.
142.
32.
32. 32.
Oh, hey. It's Andy Grammer.
All right, we've got a huge show with Jenny McCarthy when we return. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live. From Saturday Night Live, Mikey Day will test to see if Kelly and Mark can guess. Is it cake? Monica Mangin is here with some rockets that'll give you the clever solutions you need. And coming up next, Jenny McCarthy-Wahlberg.
Oh, God. Did you see that what he did with his hands? He did the little double jerk. The kid's a little perv. Look at his left and right hands at the end.
Solutions you need. And coming up next, Jenny McCarthy-Wahlberg.
Right there, he did the left
My
jerk,
dry
right jerk.
eyes made me a
My great-grandfather Henry invented that. The left jerk, right jerk. He was doing that to Ella Fitzgerald's mother when she's saying over in a barn in the early 20th century. What? What? Jenny McCarthy now being super fake, super phony, talking about how much she loves her husband. They're going to talk about NYPD Blue and Masked Singer. What a great... Oh, the guests. We have some amazing guests. I can't tell you, but it is phenomenal. We have had... Oh, my God, it's so great. All this bullshit. Come on.
Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, Taylor's version, now streaming only on Disney+.
Well, she's one of the fierce judges on the smash hit show, The Masked Singer. Please welcome back to the show the lovely and talented Jenny McCarthy-Wahlberg.
You look gorgeous. So do you.
No, I turn back and I go, now I want a long bob. As soon as I see you,
That's
now
great.
I want a long bob.
little literally chopped it off an hour before coming here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So are you in a state of shock, a state of mourning?
No, because I live in wigs, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I live for wigs. And I know that sounds weird, but it saves my hair, and I'm the laziest person in the world.
Yeah, but when you get home and the wig comes off, then what happens?
Then my husband runs.
It's great to see you, by the
too.
way.
I love you guys.
We just had our after Oscar show. We keep talking about it because we're still not recovered from it. You've been to the Oscars.
Yes.
So tell me, what's your big takeaway?
Well, the funny thing is, I was to the Oscars once. They invited me when I was the It Girl. They invite the It Girl each year. I only was invited once, obviously. But I was literally working at a Polish grocery store a year and a half prior to me going to the Oscars.
Amazing.
So I just didn't know much. They put me in a Valentino dress. I didn't know I wore the dress backwards.
Oh, is this when you were on Singled Out? Were you fucking some bigwig exec trying to get advancement in Hollywood because you weren't talented? Because you weren't talented and you can only get famous because of your looks and by fucking rich old men like Hugh Hefner? Is that what you suck Hugh's dick to fucking have Hef make a call? Is that was the plan? Suck his cock and he'll make a call to one of his buddies that comes by, has been coming to his mansion for decades, fucking little poor girls?
Your big takeaway.
Well, the funny thing is, I was to the Oscars once. They invited me when I was the It Girl. They invite the It Girl each year. I only was invited once, obviously. But I was literally working at a Polish grocery store a year and a half prior to me going to the Oscars.
Amazing.
So I just didn't know much. They put me in a Valentino dress. I didn't know I wore the dress backwards.
What do you mean?
Valentino comes up to me.
Wait, this is a gorgeous dress.
Thank you. I guess that's the back. Valentino came up to me and I said, oh my God, Valentino, thank you for letting me borrow this dress. And he goes, you're wearing it backwards. I was like, oh. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me. I was smelling like Polish sausage still from working in Gazelle.
I gotta tell you, if
Kielbasa.
that's the back of the dress, I mean, it should be the
You
front.
can tell you're not Polish. McCarthy's like Scottish or Irish. Real Polacks call it kielbasa. At least at a Polish deli in the Midwest, it's kielbasa.
But you know what? It doesn't surprise me. I was smelling like Polish sausage still from working in Gazelle.
I gotta tell you, if that's the back of the dress, I mean, it should be the front of the dress.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Thanks for sticking up for me.
You look gorgeous.
Hey, you and Donnie just celebrate your 10th wedding anniversary. You're about to.
We're about to.
Okay.
Now, are you going to renew your vows again?
Now, we do. We renew our vows every year.
You know, Mark and I are very anti-vow renewal.
I know.
We're terrified of it.
Why is that?
We just feel like it's very, like we feel like we did it and it was done. We should not tempt the gods.
Yeah, but you guys have been doing it.
That's because your fucking wedding sucked and it was at a chapel, and you don't want to relive that memory of fucking getting married in a cheap ass chapel. And, you probably regret not having a wedding where you invite your family. You probably feel like shit because your parents weren't there, your grandparents weren't there. Now they're all dead, and people are getting older, and your parents are dying, and now you're regretting not having your wedding, not only your memories but your wedding pictures are all you two in street clothes in a fucking Vegas chapel. No mom, no dad. Your kids, your grandkids will never ever get to see what your parents and grandparents look like on your wedding. And you guys are wearing fucking clothes like you're going out for a Wednesday night dinner at the fucking Sizzler. And you look like some fucking trailer hillbillies. And now you're regretting it. So why renew your vows and relive that memory and go through that pain and depression?
Hey, you and Donnie just celebrate your 10th wedding anniversary. You're about to.
We're about to.
Okay.
Now, are you going to renew your vows again?
Now, we do. We renew our vows every year.
You know, Mark and I are very anti-vow renewal.
I know.
We're terrified of it.
Why is that?
We just feel like it's very, like we feel like we did it and it was done. We should not tempt the gods.
Yeah, but you guys have been doing it every time, so that's cool.
Yeah, and you know what? It's working for you guys.
And when Kelly says we, she means me. She goes, we think, no, by we, and of course by we, I mean me. By we, she means her. And to them, they've been doing it every year since their second anniversary. So to them, it's a tradition. But you guys can start a tradition. Kelly and Mark can renew their vows every 27 years. But it's too late, huh? Typical story for you guys. Too late to fucking do shit you should have just done the first time. It helps to be impulsive a little bit. Look at all that fake makeup on your
We're
face.
terrified of it.
Why is that?
We just feel like it's very, like we feel like we did it and it was done. We should not tempt the gods.
Yeah, but you guys have been doing it every time, so that's cool.
Yeah, and you know what? It's working for you guys, so you stick with it.
Yeah, and it's working for you guys.
We love it. I always said it's kind of like,
I agree.
it's like a driver's license. You renew your driver's license, so why not? You know, you stand in front of each other. Life gets so busy, and we just want to remind each other of the vows and the path and the love we share.
I'm here for it.
What's your big...
For them.
For them.
I'm here for it.
He's here for it. What are your big plans?
We're figuring that out. We think an island right now we're going to go to with the kids, and they can be there for that. But if you guys have any ideas...
Oh, I got ideas.
We'll talk to you on the break.
Outside ideas.
I got good ideas for you. Yes. So I like what you guys do. Mark and I... when Mark was living in Vancouver, we did this a lot, but not to the extent that you do it. You guys will FaceTime each other at bedtime and fall asleep together.
Yes. I don't think we've missed a FaceTime night's sleep because we're apart so much. And when he's not there, I miss him, of course, next to me, but I also miss the snoring, believe it or not. Only when it's on FaceTime. In person, I'm like, but in FaceTime, I feel like he's there and there's a calmness to him.
Yeah, I can't sleep if I'm away or shooting. I can't sleep well without her.
Right. Have you guys tried FaceTime sleeping?
No, we've not tried FaceTime sleeping. That's like we've not. Yeah, that's like we do utilize FaceTime so much when we're apart.
Right.
But to sleep, it just feels, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I just love hearing the.
Nice.
I love it. That's great.
I'm like, oh, and he's alive and peaceful. I can't sleep now.
All right, we're going to take a break, but when we return, Jimmy, tell us about season 11 of The Masked Singer. 11 seasons.
Still have it live. Will Guest is a cake with Mikey Day. My mom.
And I like to sleep in different bedrooms than my wench. Maybe that's because I don't really love her. I'm just using her for her money and her body. I'm just sick of that same old love. That shit, it turns me on.
March 7th through April 14th. Genuine.com.
You know, there's a song called 365 Days in a Year from a icon, a queen, a legend. Her name's Anita Baker.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
I think I'm onto something.
I think you are.
It's time everyone knows how great I am. I'm a little bit cocky.
That was a scene from The Masked Singer. Now in its 11th season, I see Rita Ora has joined you all.
Rita, she's a new part of the panel this season. I know Nicole went off to the West End to sing. But there's so many great things. Like you saw, we just had Kevin Hart unmasked.
Yeah, right. Incredible.
Incredible. And then our theme nights are epic. We've got...
it's the 11th season in like the last 6 years too. Like they just pile them on. The kids must love this shit because I can't hang out.
Rita, she's a new part of the panel this season. I know Nicole went off to the West End to sing. But there's so many great things. Like you saw, we just had Kevin Hart unmasked.
Yeah, right. Incredible.
Incredible. And then our theme nights are epic. We've got Billy Joel, Transformers, Wizard of Oz. The show just keeps getting better and better. And the celebrities even get better and better because people love to perform for their kids and surprise their kids at home.
Okay, so I found this out. Donnie was the Masked Singer.
Donnie was unmasked at one point.
And you did not... You had an idea?
No, I had no idea. He tricked me because he would FaceTime me from Blue Bloods.
Of course.
And every soundstage backstage looks the same.
Exactly the same.
So he's like, oh, I'm on set. I had no idea he was on set next door. So a few seasons ago, he was unmasked. And you can see my face like, oh, who is that? Because I'm kind of blind. I can't see. So I'm waiting. And then it hits me and I'm like, I could not believe he pulled that one off.
Who's the best at it, would you say, guessing correct?
Hands down, myself.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Why is that, Teresa?
I'll tell you exactly why I'm good at this game.
Okay, tell me.
I did radio for 7 years. I did Sirius XM, and we do a lot of celebrity, what's going on. And there's a lot of, dirt in those clue packages, meaning stuff that goes on in celebrities' lives. So I'm in tune. These other judges next to me, they only Google News themselves.
Right.
They only do Google News themselves. Where I have a broad, look.
You have an interest outside of yourself.
I do. Not to insult them because I love my fellow panelists. I'm just much better at this.
Who's the biggest snacker out of all the judges?
Oh, hands down me.
What's your go-to?
I do enjoy a good In-N-Out burger when I'm in LA.
Oh, we just had.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Aren't they the best?
Why are they so delicious?
I don't know. What are they putting that secret stuff in?
I don't know. It's so good.
It makes it addictive, doesn't it? I mean, I'm a Chicago girl through and through. We like our meat. We like our potatoes. And I just love food so much. I can't stop eating it.
Speaking of not being able to stop eating stuff, did you ever fuck Hugh Hefner?
You know what we also had? We had these gummy bears. What was that flavor? We had champagne flavored gummy bears. It seems so decadent. They were so soft.
Disgusting.
Did they get you buzzed?
No.
No, there was no alcohol. No, there's no alcohol.
There's no alcohol.
But it's just like a. No, I know. It was just like really, it was delicious. You have a new beauty brand.
Yes, I launched a beauty brand called Formless Beauty, and I'm so proud of it because we make sure all the ingredients are clean, so you can let your daughters play with it. I'm such a stickler when it comes to ingredients.
Yes.
I'm like, enough. I want the best, cleanest there is. We made it with Formless Beauty.
Formless Beauty. Formless Beauty. Thank you, Jay. All right. The Masked Singer airs Wednesday night on Fox. But up next, Clever Solutions. Board games.
No matter the style, Window Nation windows increase the curb appeal of your home. Thanks, Aaron. People really.
Currently, I'm
Now, apparently, I think YouTube thinks I'm trying to sell stuff whenever this comes out, so you really won't be seeing a lot.
relax for me. This is what I was put in this road to do, to give back to people that at one point paved the way for me to be here.
Listen up. All of our bargains are at least 50% off. And all you gotta do is simply point your smartphone camera at the QR code. Come on, it makes you feel good. Just point, click, boom, and you can purchase anything you see. So let's get shopping with Monica Mangin.
We are all together.
This is nice.
This is like a group blanket of the ages. What is
so
this?
good. So this is the first brand that we partnered with, and it's Big Blanket Company. And it is named Big Blanket because these blankets
They are big.
That's what I want.
These are 10 by 10 blankets, so 100 square feet.
If we stood up here,
Yes, it's great for couples to wrap themselves up in so they can fuck while they're watching Netflix. They can literally
They're really, really cozy. What I also
See, you ever try to like snuggle up with your partner and you're in one blanket and then you're like watching like a movie with your parents or like another couple and you want to like, you know, go to third base on your partner, but the blanket's so small and it's going to be obvious. This has enough space where you could both be comfortably wrapped and you can get naked underneath the blanket and no one will be the wiser because they won't see any movement. And you could probably have intercourse under these blankets. This is the best blanket for fiddling around with the tids and bits of your lover boy or girl, if that's your thing.
like there's no more like, you know, fighting over a blanket on the couch. Yes. Everybody can fit in together.
Picnics.
What's that?
Picnics as well?
Picnics, absolutely.
No,
nice weather
that's-
today.
no, it's
And
for
I
sex.
also want to mention. Woo! Woo!
I just folded my dress into the
Into
blanket.
the blanket. Also want to say that they go in a regular size washing machine. So you
Okay.
can wash it even though it's so
Oh,
big, and they roll up really nicely. So it's huge and it can be small too.
And
All right.
Really
What's
great.
next?
Okay, now we have some pain relief. So this is TheraIce.
Ah.
Mark already put one on. Feel
I gotta
this.
tell you,
Okay, so you
it feels
Oh
so
my
good.
gosh.
pop it in the freezer for a couple. You know, you
That's
can't
like
be
my
cold,
nightmare in the
but
bin hole.
it really helps relieve pain. And so this is the headache cap. So if you have a headache, you can put it on. You have two options. You can pull it down over your eyes as a blackout if you have a bad one. You could also lift it up if you need to keep going.
Yeah.
Kelly, you
Is
could
this
put
for your
this-
feet?
You could
Yes.
help with foot swelling.
And this is
Your
for your
feet are
wrist,
so
your
sore. Yes,
finger,
for
wrist.
carpal tunnel.
Okay.
So many good options. And then also, Mark, we have this cooling towel, which
Oh, I
is
love
great
those.
for both of you for working out, but it stays cool during a workout.
Yeah.
Great,
Great.
right?
This is really nice.
Yeah, keep that one on. Okay, next we have
Dermatology, and this is skincare. And what it can be is like 5-minute quick fix or like a 50-minute indulgence. So we have everything. I'll mention a few of them. So this is a perfect 10. This is for hands, and you put it in, and it's self-warming. So it's going to help with like dry skin. It's going to I love that you have that on still. Renew. And then we have the Rosé sheet mask. So this you'd put in the fridge ahead of time, and it's 10 minutes. Totally lightens and brightens. And then Mark, I know you love a gel eye patch. We chill these ahead of time. You pop them on.
Yeah.
Really brightens the eye up. You keep them in the fridge ahead of time.
What's that? Gunk absorbing.
Gunk absorbing. So this is on the nose. You know when you have all the gunk and the blackheads.
Does that get the gunk out?
Gets the gunk out.
Right.
So many good options for this. Fit it in the bag. All right. So now we're moving into feet for you, Kelly. So this is Barefoot Scientist, and we have an entire assortment of things from like moisturizers for the heel, from a foot buff. So basically, this is a foot file. So
really?
So it can scrape off all of them. But this,
it looks like she's scratching her ass.
So these are gel socks that you sleep in. Smell them. They're rose scented. Put them on at night.
Yeah, that's not going to last long. They're rose scented now. Smell them the next morning. They're going to smell like ape vagina.
They're going to actually be rejuvenated.
They smell like rose. They're rose scented now. Wait till 3 days. They're going to smell like ape vagina.
Your feet overnight.
I'll be over here trying to.
She would, right?
Yes.
A ton of different products here that are really great. I'll send you home with all of them this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
You will come back. Doesn't that feel good? Look how tiny you just got. All right, and then we're moving down here to Atrix. And so this is actually a technology company that uses data to design the orthotics for shoes. So they have men's and women's. And what I like is they have different versions depending on what activity. So if you're running, if you're exercising, everyday use, they have all different ones. And at our 50% off bargain, you can get ones for each of your activities and not have to swap them out and change them.
You can leave them in there.
I absolutely love these. They're really going to help hold you up. Feel better. And then this is a huge fan favorite. I love it. You love it.
This is the one that your children will steal the most, so you have to buy more.
First of all, not only have you guys fucking hawked this one before, but she made the exact same fucking stupid joke at the same time. Because she has one and her kids will steal it and take it.
And then this is a huge fan favorite. I love it. You love it.
This is the one that your children will steal the most, so you have to buy more than one.
Yes, it's AquaVault and it's the charge card. So what this is, is to charge your phone, and it has all the different adapters. So whether they're an Android or they have an iPhone, it can fit right into a wallet. It can fit into a computer bag. They're so convenient. No one's going to run out of juice ever again.
Incredible. Monica, thank you. These perfect bargains are exclusively available to you, our viewers, but only for the next 24 hours at liveandplayingmore.com. And Monica, you're coming back tomorrow.
Great.
We're getting crafty.
We're celebrating National Craft Month.
Oh my god. I got to put up with this fucking girl for a whole week.
For the next 24 hours only to take advantage of these amazing bargains. Check them all out at livewithkellyandmark.com.
On tomorrow's live.
I think your love language is being married to a guy who wouldn't know what that means. Because if I came to you one night, I'm like, sweetie, can we talk about our love language? You would puke in the bed.
Next time, career and crafting with Monica Mangin.
Gotta love the fake daytime TV laugh.
Saturday Night Live. And
Is it cake? I'll tell you what, the fucking coffee maker isn't cake.
BSIL.com.
Guys, you're in for a treat. Our next guest keeps us laughing on Saturday Night Live and keeps us guessing on his hit baking competition show. Is it cake? It's always great to have him here. Please welcome a friend of the show, a family member of the show, Mikey Day.
My queen, my king.
Oh, Mikey,
Hey, listen,
come on.
Mikey, the last time you were here, we promised you, because you're a friend of the show now, official family member of the show.
I can't believe
a
it.
picture on the wall in the back, right?
No way.
That's
Yes.
just what you wanted, a picture
Let's
on
let's
the
go
wall.
check it out.
No
And
way.
Yes.
I've been told
We're gonna go see it right now.
Oh,
to see the picture of you on the wall.
If it's in the back alley by the dumpster, I'll be sad.
Not there.
Not
No.
there.
Not there.
Not there.
Nope, not
No.
there.
Not there.
Not
There.
there.
Come on. Where is it?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What? No! Yes!
Right next to my favorite room in the fucking house.
I'm in the men's room. Mom, I'm in the men's room.
It's the last thing I see, Mikey. It's right before I start the show. I go use the men's room. I wash my hands. I turn around. I face that wall and go out.
And
so
you
I'll see you every day.
Oh, you see me with dirty hands. Wow.
How's the family doing?
They are fantastic. My son, last time I was here, you graciously gave me a Kelly blanket.
Yes.
Okay.
And my son legit loves it. I'm not just saying this because I'm with you guys. He legit uses it and loves it.
He does?
100%.
We just assume those things go into the giveaway pile.
Oh, no. He uses it all the time.
And your son's really into soccer. Still?
Oh, yeah, we all are. In fact, I wanted to come out here in a Campo Basso jersey because you own the team.
It's hard to get one.
The website is difficult to navigate.
It's an Italian.
It's an Italian.
We're
and
gonna
it
work
was
on
like
that.
Esquarito. I was like, I went to Google Translate. What is Esquarito?
Yeah.
And the literal translation is worn out. And I'm like, I think it's sold out.
Yeah.
That one's worn out.
Is it your birthday next week or his birthday?
It's my birthday next week. What are you doing? No!
Open it.
No!
Open it. Open it. Just open it now.
A picture in the bathroom and now this?
It kind of makes sense that
It's a box.
after people take a
soap
shit, the
opera
first thing they're going to
wrap.
see is my face. That's been my whole life.
No!
Here you go.
It kind of tracks. Like, that's how my life has been. It tracks that people would take a shit and the first thing that they're going to see is my face. That's just kind of a great way to just bring people down. Like, they feel so happy and relieved after dropping a fucking deuce that looking at my face will bring them back down to earth and realize things ain't so peachy clean, sweetie.
Just open it now.
A picture in the bathroom and now this? Okay.
It's a box.
Oh, you soap opera wrapped it. That's what we used to call it, soap opera.
Soap opera wrap.
No!
Here you
And
go.
then you reuse the box with the wrapping on it.
No.
Was it?
Sign.
The whole team?
The whole team. Esquarito.
Esquarito! I'm in heaven. I'm in
We'll get
heaven.
you one.
So
Listen.
funny. Mikey Day doesn't ask for much.
He
That's
doesn't.
it.
No, a picture in the bathroom and a jersey
signed
signed by the whole
Campo Basso.
team.
Aw. Well,
Yo-yo.
you must have such, like, I'm thinking about the dual success of your demographic, right? You've got the entire, like, pot smoking young person audience of SNL. then you've got like the old timers like us who like grew up watching SNL and
Right.
still watch SNL.
I wouldn't call you old timers
Well, you know.
because you're both very sexy and you're very youthful.
And
but
by
I'm
both
kidding.
of you, I mean
Along
you.
the back.
I mean it. I have a crush on both of
But
them.
then you've got, is it cake?
Well, this is great. Oh my God. Is this what's going on now? So now what? Now this fucking thing isn't working? Son of a bitch. Well, the battery's gonna run out, so there's gonna have to be a part 2 because this is a piece of shit fucking. Well, fuck this. Oh well. Go tune into part 2 because this is not working. Let's see. I'm on a race against the clock to save the world. Put on my lucky hat.